Great way to start it off. Welcome to story time number 3, number 4. I don't remember which one it is. I'm just gonna do a quick update before we start story time. I do want to say that I am with Gangster Smurf. So if you hear any, yep, if you hear anything and any last video games, anything in the background, because he's here with me. Um, so I do want to do a quick little update. Is that update story times is probably not going to happen for a good bit of time. So if you like watching all those updates on the games and stuff, that's not going to happen. I recently came into a bit of trouble at my workplace. For stupid reasons, I actually did get fired from the place. I will most likely tell you in days coming of what exactly happened, but not now because I'll probably add it into a story time one of these days. But I just want to throw those two things out there. So let's get over to the stories. So let's bring it on. Okay, even though that I did lose my job for stupid reasons, I still have some stories that I do want to tell from my workplace. One of them that just recently happened in a week ago, or a week. I think it was this week. Yeah, it was this week. So basically, what happened was that customer calls in. I knew she was a blonde fucking bimbo. She calls in and says, so I heard that Congress passed a law where if your bill is over $150, you don't get charged anymore. Is that true? And so it's like, I haven't heard anything about it. So just to amuse the dumb bitch, I was like, let me just put it on hold. Let me talk to my manager. So I just slide over to my manager. It's like, hear me out on this one, okay, Kamar? Hear me out. Um, so this girl, this customer calls in and she asks, um, Congress passed a law. Have you ever heard this? Congress passed a law where if your bill is over $150, you won't be charged anymore. Have you heard anything about it? He looked at me and he's like, just get back to your customer and tell her the truth. I was like, I don't think she can handle the truth. And she's like, get back to the call. It's like, okay, fine. So I go back to her site. No, ma'am, I do apologize. We haven't have put that law into effect yet. I haven't heard anything. I asked my manager. I do apologize. It's like, oh, okay, well, I was wanting to ask anyway just to see because I know my bill is over past 150. So thank you anyway. And so I was like, you're welcome. Have a very nice day. Okay, so the second story is that if you're really good with your job, you can actually be on a list called nesting. And what nesting is that, again, when you're good with your job, you get to help train the new people that comes onto the floor. And pretty much what it is that for a whole day or their whole shift, because usually I come in for about an hour or 30 minutes and then they come sit with me, and then when they leave, I still have like 30 more minutes and an hour before I actually get to leave. So I sit with them for their whole shift, and I had this one person. He was just so unbearable. So the word that the customer said was chamber. And so, for the life of him, I understood it the second that the second that the customer said chamber. I knew what the word was. I even looked at him. I was like, chamber, dude. Chamber. And so he's like, okay. And so he goes back to the customer and said, do you mean like Harry Potter and the Chambers of Secrets? I'm like, did this nigga just say Harry Potter and the Chambers of Secret? Really, dude? Really? Out of everything, you use a Harry Potter reference just to figure out if she meant chamber? You could have said anything about chambers. But then again, at least he said, like, fucking Harry Potter and the Chambers of Secret, not the chamber of a gun or something. So, at least he went with fucking that. But still, like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, I was busting out laughing, dude. I couldn't. It was, he needed to fucking go. Okay, so this last video actually goes out to my boy Super. When we were talking between games, he asked, if you lost your job, what would you do? And I told him that, most likely become a police dispatcher. And he said, why a police dispatcher? It's like, because I told him that one of my friends lost her job and she became a police dispatcher, and they make some good money, about 36,000 a year, and that's some good money right there for what you do. And so he's like, I don't think you'd be a good police dispatcher. I was like, why do you say that? He's like, knowing you, come on, seriously, you mess everything up. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, because you be sitting there, be like, someone will call in like, I'm bleeding, can you help me? And you all will be like, see, the problem is that you called the wrong 911. It's the other one, but I'm bleeding. Can't you transfer? And be like, see, that's the other problem. My transfer button is broken, so I can't transfer you. Like, but I'm bleeding out. See, ma'am, my transfer button's broken. Those glazed donuts make the button stick, so I can't transfer you. I'm bleeding. See, that's the problem, ma'am. I can't transfer you. You gotta use the other 911. And he said that's the reason why you can't become a police dispatcher. I was like, yeah, I see. You got a point there. You got a point there. So, glazed donuts, police dispatcher, should just want to work out for me. Just a little reminder, I have been sponsored by No Scope Glasses. If you would like a pair and you want to know what it's all about, go to the About Me on my YouTube page. It's all in the description there. If you do like a pair and you want to purchase one, do use the link. It will be much appreciated. Thank you for watching Story Time. If you like the stories and you want more, please do like and subscribe. Want your story to be heard? Email me at ghosthunterjohnny@gmail.com and I'll share your stories as well.